Hi there, I'm Gabe from Westcoast SCI Physiotherapy. Today we're going to talk about some things we can do for people that have stiffness in their shoulders and their chest. So this is really applicable for people that sit at a desk all day, athletes that throw or swimmers, cyclists, or people that drive and commute a lot during the day. So we're going to put the ball kind of in that upper chest area. We call it the pec minor. So that's kind of just where your chest and your shoulder come together. Remember, it is a little bit sore when you're doing this, so just make sure that you take it easy initially and ease your way into it. So I'm going to find either a door frame or a wall, and I'm going to place the ball just kind of at where that chest and shoulder come together. And you are going to fish around for those tender spots because it is a pretty tender area of the body. I'm going to put my hand of the side I'm doing it behind my back, and then what I'm going to try to do is kind of turn my body away from that point of contact and kind of fish for those tender spots. Usually when you can find one, you stay there for a few seconds, apply a little bit more pressure by leaning into the wall, and then holding that for a few seconds. And then once that kind of eases off a little bit, I'm going to search around for a little bit more by moving up or down, or by rotating in or out. You can also try using, in this case I'm going to use my right hand to pull my left hand a little bit further and then see if I can get a little bit extra pressure on that. So we're going to try just a variation on that ball massage, definitely a little bit more aggressive this time. It's just a variation on what a typical physio will give you as a sleeper stretch. So if that word sleeper stretch sounds familiar, this is just a nice variation on that. The reason why I'm just staying away from a sleeper stretch is typically when a sleeper stretch happens, you're putting yourself in a kind of a angle that doesn't happen very often in real life. And putting yourself in a stretch where that angle is basically just not really functional. So what I'm going to try to do is give you a variation on that one. So come down here with me. So again, I'm just going to demonstrate that sleeper stretch again for those of you that may or may not know this one. So typically a sleeper stretch is where you lie on your side, have your arm out at 90 degrees, and basically just kind of pushing that hand down towards the floor. So again, that's not what I'm teaching today. I'm going to teach you an alternative to that, just because, like I said, that's typically a very unfunctional position. So with the help of my friend the barbell here, I'm going to place it just kind of in that anterior deltoid, so the front of your shoulder. I'm going to use my leg closest to apply a little downward pressure as much as I can tolerate. And again, guys, this is pretty sore, so just take it easy. I'm going to use my opposite hand to again apply a little downward pressure on that spot. My arm is out at 90 degrees from my body. And what I'm going to do is try to do a little bit of that internal rotation. So again, that's why this is great for swimmers, throwers, and again, just for people when they feel they can't get into that nice, solid, kind of stable shoulder position. And what I'm going to try to do is kind of rotate my hand down towards the palm of my ground touching the floor while applying a bit of pressure down on my leg as well as a little bit from my hand onto that front of my shoulder. So again, just take it real easy. This is pretty sore. And again, try to hold that for several seconds, as much as you can really tolerate. So for this one, I'm going to use a band attached to a high point above my head, and this might be a little harder to set up at home. So again, this is something that you might have to do with your healthcare professional or bring up some sort of system where you can try this. So I'm going to use a band, and I'm going to apply a little bit of distraction to that shoulder. So I'm going to put that band just kind of in the front of my shoulder again, that kind of anterior deltoid. There's a little space that hopefully you'll be able to find that fits nicely. I'm going to lean forward, put the hand of the arm or the shoulder I'm trying to stretch behind my back, and use my other hand to grip the wrist. By doing so, it kind of locks your shoulder nicely in the back of the socket. And as I'm leaning forward, I'm also going to kind of rotate away from it. And then you should feel a nice stretch or distraction on that shoulder while I'm doing that. If you want to add a little bit of neck into that as well, you can tilt your head down and get a little bit of neck mobilization as you're doing that. And what I'm going to do is try to find those tender spots by adjusting my hand, so adjusting the point where I'm pulling my hand and or adjusting how much I'm rotating into that. So again, you're going to rotate a few degrees until you feel that nice stretch. Hold that for a few seconds. Again, you can add a little bit of a neck tilt to increase a bit of neck mobility into that as well. And then hold for a good 20 seconds plus or minus. So again, good luck with that. Make sure that you check in with your healthcare professional before trying anything like that at home. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.